We should pull the fans here?
Yeah,
I think we should pull the fans. Do any fans out there think the mustache was the problem? Any fans agree with that?
Oh.
Oh.
Not a problem.
Not needed. Not needed.
Not the problem.
Mustache wasn't the problem. We'll find out, does Philly have the solution? They got 2 more games coming up after this.
Who was that?
Roll into the back, looks to finish off Striker, who has no support ready to go. So he does get taken down. Marvel trying to swing out of the building. Being stuck just a little bit there for the moment, but now has the pocket healing coming in from Jexy to make sure that he's still going to be in the fight, but there's a rip tire that could potentially shut him down. So he's still hovering around half HP. Architect himself, however, will get finished off while he's using the ultimate, but he needs to find a target right now. Finally spots Illicit, will be able to pop him. Marvel still playing forward, jumps up over the top, the rest of the shock here on this high ground. Means the res can go off from Jexy below.
Okay, this is a great opportunity for Listen to get the last 14% of this blade, and the Shock are not in good position to deal with it.
Oh yeah, then also the newest problem on Fuel is Note. Note's the newest problem on Fuel because he's not moving.
Kappa. Cons against, like, pros to Note. Good player, good ults, good game sense. Just good. Cons against not moving.
Now don't get me wrong, you can definitely still criticize players, like Zach hasn't always had great performances. That's fair. Like, Note always hasn't had great performances. That's fair. But a lot of times it's taken out of proportion to over-highlight some bad things when realistically they're doing okay.
He said hello to me.
Arrow corridors have to be worried about. Sonic Arrow shows where everybody is. He's just going to throw the Dragon Strike in there. Get him out of damage. Great hold! Oh, the Halt! Setting up profit for the 4K. That is the kind of play we saw a lot last year from Gesture.
I'm having flashback.
Risky. And if he can make it work, he can make it work. I mean, you do have the Discord Orb, which is always really nice against the tanks. You know there's only going to be 2 tanks. It's pretty handy. Nice save by Elsa there, keeping his DPS alive, and he manages to, oh, not quite escape.
Just have to clean up this few final kills as OG dwindles, and they've got it.
Aid choked big time on the sound barrier there. The first fight that they were going with, he had that advantage there. Ark had already used his. He waited too long. His teammates were all dead. He comes back, and that's when Stratus has the EMP. His sound barrier gets deleted.
Useful. So you're also not going to have great right-click opportunities as that Zenyatta either, you know? I'll go down again. Jinmu with yet another kill here. Veltal taken out though, a chance here. Carpe trying to clutch, trying to equalize. Jinmu gets 2 though with the Dragon Strike. Carpe doing everything he can, but his teammates are falling around him. In the end though, Philadelphia has just enough people to keep pushing the pace.
Justice looking like they're finally meshed, looking cohesive. Stratus still amped up on stage. He's feeling good about it, as he should. It was a fantastic performance here collectively from the Washington Justice. I mean, Toronto Defiant, they looked good at the start. Cons setting the record for most eats in a single map, but it didn't carry forward. After Temple of Anubis, it was just a downward spiral. But guys, we got Mika standing by on the floor with Corey. The current holders of the Golden Router belt, they suffer a loss here in map number 1. Busan goes the way of Seoul Dynasty. That Seismic Slam hit going in. Violent snipes Illicit's tire out of the air. Now the Meteor Strike coming through in the cafe. They got to sleep on the Jexy. The Transcendence will do nothing to save his life. He is.
Which heroes do you have the most fun with?
May for sure, but yeah, May, but unfortunately I cannot play her, but that's fine.
All right. PEACHYTITAN asked, cats or dogs?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I feel like people are gonna be upset if I answer one of them, so I'm gonna go with Pigeon.
That's right.
I mean, Pigeon are like a mix of both kinda. You can pet them and you can do whatever you want with a pigeon. I love pigeons.
Exactly. You can do whatever you want with a pigeon. Juice_OW asked, favorite part about being a pro player?
You can wake up.
Love this meta.
It's been wild. Here's Jinmu at the end. He got the critical double kill on the Meteor Strike that shut this down. Now look at this. He gets Carpe and Boombox. Prevents Boombox from building up the rest of that coalescence. Shuts down most of their healing. And then he comes around with a rocket punch for Poco as well. That is the most.
하나씩 정리하자라는 생각인데.
네, 주고받습니다.
불킬!
야! 저리가! 주먹질!
정말 눈 뜨고 볼 수 없는.
서포터 안경이죠. 네. 진짜 너무한다 쟤.
이러면 거점에 지뢰만 깔아놓고 망령아 빠졌기 때문에 플레타 선수는 말 그대로 그냥 시간 끌기.
Being impending.
Yeah, they knew the Dragonblade was coming up, and that's a smart swap for time. He's gonna get an opportunity. Oh, the halt!
Whoa, that's
Immortality field.
so much damage coming through, but Prophet cutting through it gets 4. The flashbang did not connect.
Wow, that's some great coordination from London. You have the halt in there, and you see Dallas, they respond with the immortality field, but Prophet ignores it while the rest of his team kills it.
Yep.
And just continues slashing away. He has faith that behind him, somebody is taking out that immortality field, and they do. Everybody lines up in the corridor for the resets.
I mean, he knows too. If he takes that much health off the enemy team, once that immortality field drops, it's going to be just one more. And you saw him get those fast dash resets as well. There you go, Dragon Strike coming through. And that is another, I'm guessing, pretty good halt coming in from Cheshire to set up Prophet for that one. He also tossed it through the amplification matrix too, so it was just a high damage one to begin with.
Moment again where Architect is able to rip tire.
Yep, straight down, didn't have far to travel. Highly getting pocketed by Jexen means they're both together, they both can get taken down.
And this all comes from Moth's res, and he was kept alive during the rip tire by Moth, who stayed with him.
Fantastically done there for the shot, got the full hold. 90.2% is what they have.
Right now, I'll have to say it, guys. I would love to eventually see AKM and Taimu in the lineup at the same time. Dallas, will you show it to us today? Probably not. We'll find out as this one plays out. Before we...
It's another takedown. Can they res it? Closer doesn't appear to really be able to get in position to do that. Has to retreat. They have to give more ground.
They're forced back into spawn right now. And now the spam's gonna be coming through these doorways. Zachary all on his lonesome up top on top of the pickup truck. He's the only one.
정면 지역 쪽입니다. 이제는 불사장치가 없고 이거 망가추가 한번 뒷라인에 순간적으로 돌았을 때 앞이랑 기도가 터질 수도 있거든요. 네. 힐벤.
자, 이쪽. 자, 불사장치 올라갔고.
막힐벤인데 한쪽은 불사장치에 돕니다.
떨어지면서 3킬!
와!
4킬! 이야! 각이 너무 이쁘긴
네,
했어요.
각이 너무 이뻤어요. 네, 그리고
It's actually at 50% of a barrage now, and the one-time Gods isn't on Diva. Could cost them big when that's ready.
Objects around the back trying to survive. Give it to the hell. Oh, but he tossed!
No
he
way!
pulls out the McCree! Flashbangs him and shuts him down!
Isn't on Diva. Could cost them big when that's ready.
Objects around the back trying to survive. Give it to the hell. Oh, but he tossed!
No
he
way!
pulls out the McCree! Flashbangs him and shuts him down! Oh man, the style swap from Logix now gets rid of Arc!
The most impressive part of that was actually how fast he swapped heroes. Like he actually opened
Unbelievable.
the heroes.
Is he hot?
갔어요.
이러면 못 들어가. 10턴에 못 들어가요. 빠져야죠. 아이, 길막기!
근데 이러면 알리 선수도 바꿔볼 만할 것 같은데 바꿔야죠.
야!
다 쓰는데요?
야, 콜이. 근데 그렇죠.
눈보라랑 지금 소통이 안 된 것 같아요. 제가 봤을 때.
Another phenomenal performance here from the San Francisco Shock. Now, Super, there's a lot of haters out there, right? They saw you go into the bench for the first 3 maps. You come back out. You come out swinging. A lot of names being called, calling you a Reinhardt one-trick. C-tier main tank. I'm pretty sure I heard Zoe say that. C-tier main tank. What do you have to say to the haters out there that they didn't think you were capable of this level of performance?
Listen, Bren. There's a lot of stupid people out there. You understand? They don't know what they're talking about, and they're gonna get mad that I succeed. But you know, you gotta ignore that because I know what I can do. You understand?
Oh, I understand fully. I mean, you showed it right there on Havana. Wonderful performance from your team. Well, this belt is yours now. Your entirety of your team. You are the winners of the Nighthawk Router Rumble. Enjoy that. I know you like to sleep with it at night. You're again holders of this belt 2 times, back to back.
The 2-time champion.
Back to back, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's all you really need to know about the San Francisco Shock. They're here. What's the next goal for your team moving forward? You're the owners now of the Golden Router bout.
Oh, look at Super walking out with the Golden Router belt. He doesn't wear belts on his hips. He puts them over his shoulder. Sunglasses, walking out all cool. And this is the Shock going to defend their title. They may not be the Stage 3 champions, but they do have that Nighthawk Router Rumble Championship belt. There it is on the Nighthawk Router Championship belt podium.
Oh, we've got Brent standing by on the floor, so Brent, take it away.
My first question for you, Super. Firstly, what numbers are you putting up on the bench press?
About 500 kilograms these days.
500 kilograms. That's up from your previous numbers, right?
Correct.
Okay, impressive work. So, right now, your team, defending holders right now of the Golden Router Rumble belt, as it stands for the Nighthawk Router Rumble. I mean, there's many awards right now in the Overwatch League. There's the stage finals, you know, there's the grand finals. But nothing even comes close to the Nighthawk.
Like he did, Jinmu already 80% towards another barrage, 84%. This guy builds barrages insanely fast, and then he's down EQO, gets the nano boost and gets a 2K. Supercharger not quite killed, didn't hit the headshot on that one. There we go, finish it off. And Chengdu Hunter's trying to equalize. Veltal gets a kill on Carpe. Do not miss. Whoa, what a shot from EQO as well. And Philadelphia Fusion relying on their Hanzo, and EQO delivering.
Wow, that was the second time they nano boosted. This time, completely worth it. EQO flips out and kills everyone.
Bacon Jack already back on that track.
I didn't like that Reinhardt pick, no?
Yes, the Reinhardt picks from Janus. I couldn't quite wrap my head around what they were trying to attempt from it, because it's a little bit of a slower tempo hero to be running right now in a meta where you've got Shield Break with Orisa, Roadhog compositions, or very high tempo Winston D.Va comps, and it doesn't really fit too much. So when Janus was picking the Reinhardt, that's when you started to see them lose. But then
with the swap over onto the Reaper, gonna get frozen up. Immortality Field keeps him alive. 8 swapping over to that one at the last second, comes in clutch, but can they turn this one around? God's now gonna be eliminated. They lose that on that defense matrix. Pile driver in, Arc gonna get cleaned up. Now auto gone, Megachu, he's turning it around. He comes up with a triple kill. He's looking for a quad.
Burf.
Right here, now. Let's cast some WCS, let's do it. I think he's more of like a kind of a warmish stick of butter, I believe. A very good looking one though, the kind you want to slather on your body.
I have one question to start things off, asking MC. Did you ever think you were gonna lose?
Guys, I see someone's very excited for this series.
Zest looks darn good with his shirt off, but in this game, he might as well keep all his clothes on because it's not looking so hot.
So wrong, so incredibly wrong. Representing freedom, burgers, French fries, and all that is good in this world. It is Steve.
I didn't get enough of you on the couch during the half.
You can't escape.
And here we are again together. So
give me a hug.
As we close out the show tonight, we want to say heartfelt goodbye to a good friend. Jeff In Control Robinson passed away this past weekend, and when the news hit me, I was just rattled. He's someone that I first met as a player, someone that made everyone else just swarm his station, even though he wasn't deep in the tournament, because he was so funny with the way he reacted and how intense he was in game. Later, I got a chance to work with Jeff on the broadcast side, where I truly got to see his full personality in force. He had quick wit, unrivaled passion for not only the games that he played, but the Blizzard community as a whole. And it's someone that we are all going to miss. I know someone that we've worked closely with throughout your career, throughout my career, and someone we'll both definitely be missing.
Absolutely. I think we're speaking for everyone out there who had the chance to cross paths with him, be that in person or through the work he has been doing for Blizzard and throughout so many other games as well. He was unapologetically himself, and that was one of the reasons why we all loved him so very much. He was wearing his heart on his sleeve. He was always passionate and true to himself. And yeah, he will be missed.